Brian, Susan, much has changed on this subject within the last decade, according to these police chiefs that I spoke to today, who combined have more than 60 years of experience. And they also say that more and more of these cases have these underlying mental health issues, but the training they're doing within their departments help them to better identify them.
Filing for competency hearings has increased 100-fold over the last 5 years.
With more than 30 years of experience, Cumberland County District Attorney Sean McCormack says that increase is a crisis in law enforcement.
It's hard to hire people, and the salaries that we do pay at those are usually so low, it's hard to attract people.
McCormack showed me 2 cases from 2024 involving deadly officer-involved shootings that he says stemmed from mental health issues. He referenced another instance from 2025 that left Romaine Elizabeth Marzalik injured.
At the time, was seeking to essentially die by cop. And that situation is one that I'd like to be able to see us handle in a different way.
Suggesting co-responders with police that specialize in mental health. Police chiefs in Cumberland County say those exist.
Mental health professionals, social workers who are in many cases better suited to dealing with people with mental health or emotional problems.
When they need somebody the most, that is a real opportunity for police officers to make a difference.
Both chiefs I talked to today say funding remains a barrier to recruiting those mental health co-responders.
Wherever the funding comes from, that would be beneficial, not just to the police department, but to the communities they serve.
But no matter who responds to the scene of a crime, de-escalating mental health crises starts at home.
We signed up for this, but that doesn't mean we're somehow robotic or don't feel or can unsee. If we do get involved, we're trained. We're there to do the best thing, to provide the best service.
Now, I asked and we talked about state mental health institutions that shut down within the last 20 years officially. All the parties that I spoke to said that that's a difficult subject to talk about today, but I did reach out to the state to further delve into this and want to do a report on this within the coming weeks. Now, the co-responders that I also mentioned within that story, I do want to do a further piece with that, and I've actually lined up with a Dauphin County police agency to speak with co-responders that are hired there. You can expect to see that report also in the coming weeks as well. In Upper Allen Township, AJ Sisson, WGAL News 8.